Alrighty, we have the level 70, and theoretically, as far as I'm aware, the last samurai quest in the game. Except for they all have a little quest at level 80, and I don't know what any of those are yet, but I will eventually do all of those. But it's called the Battle on Bekko. Did I put that down right? Yeah. Given to us by Makoto in the Sekisugumi barracks area of Kugane. Here we go. Mercy! My fears have become reality. Members of the Sekisugumi are deserting, one after another. Finding out that I am Ugetsu's sister, and you, Musosai's pupil, has shattered their faith in our cause. With so many gone, we haven't the strength to face the insurgents. We have to convince them to return somehow. There is no two ways about my connection to Ugetsu, but if we can dispel the stigma surrounding Master Musosai at least, they may yet have a change of heart. I require but a chance to speak my piece. Will you help me round up our disillusioned comrades? I will look around the barracks and the north side of town, if you could focus your search on the south. I had the Gobu out for Monk. There's a little inside joke about monks being dumb. Monk is probably currently my favorite, at least melee DPS, and that is Ninja can be fun, for sure. I don't mind Ninja. Samurai's AoE I'm not a huge fan of. Dragoon, the line attacks, also not a fan of. Monk can just, I can run with the tank and spam my AoE rotation, and I will hit, a lot of mobs on a trash pull, and not get them all down to, 20% health, but definitely wither them down a lot so that the final pull is just a little bit, when the tank stops, and then tanks everything, to make that a little bit easier. But Ninja has that AoE dot, which is also fun for that, as long as the tank keeps them in there. That's a big part of that, and it's kind of annoying when the tank thinks it's damaging or bad or something like that. And those are really I've only done these 4 melee DPS. I've done 0 Reaper or Viper in my entire life. And this is my first time getting Monk and Samurai this high, and well, all of them really, because none of my other characters, there we go, got these to these levels. But here is a gruff Sekisugumi at the tea house. They say you bested the lieutenant, but I'll be damned if you didn't use dirty tricks you learned from the craven Musosai. The captain calls. What's the insurgent's sister want now? Huh, might as well see what sort of lame excuse she's got in store. Okay, that's something. I'll take that. I'll take that over not going at all. A conscientious Sekisugumi. What do you want, Ijin? I have naught to say to the likes of you. The captain desires a chance to explain. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to hear her out. And then I want to go to the market. Yeah. Warp. Warp. Boom, 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 boom. And a baby-faced Sekisugumi. Look, it's not like I mistrust you and the captain. It's just I can't work up the will to fight anymore. She wants to talk, does she? Well, Well, I doubt anything she says will change my mind, but I'll go along with it for now. A lot of really even answers, Unlike the climate of today, where people just want to not let the opposition speak at all. These guys are willing to listen. Even if they think their mind isn't going to be changed, they're at least willing to listen. Back at the barracks, we talk to Makoto to continue. That was dumb, I'm sorry. My thanks for your help, Mercy. Let's begin before they change their minds. Cutscene. Hear me, my comrades. In our nation, Musosai is a name that evokes loathing. All know that his were the hands that created the monster Ugetsu, and all know that he evaded responsibility for fear of death. I didn't want to have my cursor up there, because that actually would have been a nice scene to grab for the thumbnail. But not to be further from the truth, for Musosai ever taught that a samurai's calling is to preserve order. However, Ugetsu seeks to do the very opposite. In bringing down the Bakufu, he means to usher in such chaos as to trigger another age of blood. Ugetsu may have trained under Musosai, but he was no true pupil of his. Nay, his true pupil stands before you now, and she, like her master did, wields her katana to protect the peace. Bah, protect the peace, you like to say, but what did Musosai ever do to protect the peace? Can you tell us that? I would ask the same question. All we know is that he challenged warriors the realm over and never once was defeated. An impressive feat, to be sure, but it's neither here nor there. It takes strength to protect the peace. As we strive to hone our skills through rigorous training, Musosai honed his through duels. They all are unconvinced so far. My options are, he went on a quest to right wrongs as Kogarashi, or he brought evildoers to account as Kogarashi. What the fuck is Kogarashi? He brought evildoers to account as Kogarashi, I'll say. Everybody's like half... Oh, that was his... I don't remember that being his... He was always Musosai to me. I'm so confused. Whatever. Wait a second. The Kogarashi? The mystery samurai who roamed the land smiting the wicked when I was little? The man who protected the weak and punished common crooks and great lords alike before vanishing like the wind? It was Musosai all along? I became a samurai because of him. Me too. Kogarashi was my hero. I wanted to change the world like him. Looking back, 'twas when first I heard tell of Kogarashi that the desire to take up the katana took root in my heart. I had known that Master Musosai journeyed the land with my brother, but to think that he did so as Kogarashi, could the experience have pushed Ugetsu to his extreme beliefs? Very well, Captain. We were wrong about Musosai, but what have you to say for yourself? That's right, we haven't forgotten about that. Your brother's the bastard that's trying to tear down our nation. How can we trust you? She hangs her head low. Enough! I've been biting my tongue, but I can't stand it anymore. Says a familiar voice who I don't know yet. Ah, okay. Momozigo. Hello there, Mercy. Fancy seeing me here, I shouldn't doubt. The idea occurred to me to visit Musosai's homeland, you see, and you know how spontaneous I can be. He turns to the samurai. But what do I find upon arriving but this painful display of narrow-mindedness? The old man would be turning in his grave. Who the hells are you? Who I am doesn't matter. What matters is what I did, and that was to journey with Mercy and Musosai in a quest to right wrongs. We've established that you all respect and admire Musosai, who happens to be your childhood hero Kogarashi. Well then, you should know what he used to always say about his own countrymen, that you're so focused on a person's birth, you blind yourselves to his true worth. They all take a half step back, like, oh, yeah, throw that on us, I guess. It's so bleeding obvious, I can't believe I have to say this, but having a villain for a brother doesn't make Makoto a villain. In spite of their relationship, she opposes him, for God's sake. They all hang their heads in shame a little bit. Now look at yourselves. None of you were born into samurai families, but through hard work, you've made it this far. Become who you wanted to be. What Makoto has done is no different. Like you, she's broken free of the shackles of her birth to live a life of her own choosing. By the Kami, how could I not see this, after all we've been through together as comrades? Damn it, you're right. How many times have I had to put up with scorn because I came from a poor village? But there I was, dealing that scorn to the captain. Strike me down for a fool. I've always despised this aspect of our culture, yet all this time I remained its unwitting prisoner. Come, my friends, let us bring back those of us who are still at large. We have a battle to win and peace to protect. The five of them nod, and they jog out of the cutscene. You're the gentleman from the inn in Ulda. I owe you a debt of gratitude, Makoto says to Momozigo. Oh, don't mention it. I'm a showmaster by trade, and words are my domain. Swords, not so much, so I'll bow out here. Oh, I think I'll go and take a dip in one of these hot springs I've heard so much about. The rest I leave in your capable hands, Mercy. Put a stop to Ugetsu and give the old man the peace he deserves. I give him like a fist in the air, like, yeah, and then a double chest pat with that fist. Momo's ego waves. And leaves the cutscene. The appointed hour is nigh. Let us make for the field of battle, for the Isle of Bekko. And she jogs out of the cutscene. Whole lot of jogging. Save your energy, guys. Come on. Tamamizu is the closest. It's 200, but I have reduced rates via the free company. Boom, 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 boom. Actually, I also have increased experience gain through battle, so today would be a good day, and I was gonna do it anyway, but it's a good day to... Oh, I can pop some of these guys too for even more squadron battle manuals. I want, like I said, like I said in the previous video, the one for Monk level 70, I'm going to unlock Pictomancer for the first time, and it's gonna share gear with Black Mage, who I'm leveling specifically so I can level my Retainer and Summoner, which is just fun to level. I'm realizing now if I only do Summoner, like I can do Summoner 1 dungeon and then actually queue for a dungeon for Scholar, since those healer queues are quicker. I might do that a lot, actually. Healing a Scholar can be scary, because you don't generally have the best ways. Oh god, I was going slow. You never really know when you're I don't know, that's weird. It's happened before. But we've flown southeast from the underwater little town of Tamamizu with the turtle people. And we're on this little island that's, you could probably walk across. I think this is all probably like ankle deep at best, or maybe knee deep. But this little isle that's connected to this big isle. And we have 6 samurai along with Makoto. And she's got an event glow about her, so this should be our last event as a samurai. All wayward members are returned, and all with their resolve restored. Let us go and face Ugetsu. Probably cutscene first. 70 cap on the battle. Cutscene indeed. Ugetsu also has 6 samurai, forming a flying V. Will this false peace continue, or will the fires of true change sweep across the land? Today, we decide Hingashi's history. Today, we decide whose path is right, Musosai's or mine. And they all whip out their samurai swords, their katana. There is but one among you worthy of being my opponent, she who trained under mine own master. Come, Mercy, show me the strength of your conviction. I will go over what is said during the battle at the end of it. Oh, I'm 1v1. Okay, cool. I got my dot on him, and my gear is really high level for this, so shouldn't be too hard. He's got a cone attack. I think there's a circle attack I dodged out of the way of. Come on. We got these circle attacks that are following me, a big line or column attack, I like to say, if it's that big. We are in a square arena, and on the sides of the square are a bunch of samurai all fighting each other. We got a crisscross pattern of things to dodge. Oop. Jerk. And then a... Oop, cool. That's good. We're gonna put our dot back on him, and then we're gonna do our whatever it's called, Maiko Suishi. Let me get in. Let me get in. Oops. I think I killed him already. I didn't get to use my thing. That's it. Wow. The monk final fight was a lot of things. We're all fighting in one arena, and like everybody's fighting everybody, and I get to kill. Or I didn't get a lot of chances to do really good AoE because they didn't want to group up a whole lot. But we've got Ugetsu, one hand down, one knee down, a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth. Makoto nods to me, and I sheath my katana. Her eyes are closed. She takes out her katana, poised over him. He's still holding his katana, but his breathing kind of slows. He looks to her as she has not made the killing blow. Why do you stay your blade? She's shaking a little bit. He closes his eyes. It is over. The heavens have chosen. Now, strike me down. She's still shaking a little bit. Her eyes opening wider, narrowing, teeth grit. A samurai must be decisive. Finish me, or I shall finish you. And he stands. She blocks his attack, and she slices through his midsection. He falls to his knees. Good. You've grown strong, little sister. And then falls all the way down. Her back is to him. She sheathes her katana, eyes closed, open. Looks to me. Looks to all of us. Come, my friends. Let's return to the barracks. There's a lot more of us than we started with. I thought we only had 6, and now we have, looks like 10. Ugetsu's body is going to be left here. I mean, we could at least scavenge his gear, swords, etc. Sell it. Or put it up somewhere as a display of what can happen when you go astray from the normal path. This music is not not appropriate for the depth of this. It's 100 gil to teleport back to Kugane, but that is with the reduced rates, and it is currently and will remain for a little bit. Well, it's one of my favorite destinations because I removed Ishgard. Ishgard will replace Kugane again when probably pretty soon, but like it's gonna take a while until I'm gonna do Marauder, and then obviously Warrior. I'm gonna do Archer, obviously Bard. Those kind of share some Disciple of War gear for a while. I think Astrologian and Dancer both start at level 30, and then Dancer shares gear with Bard. So Astrologian, so I'll have 3 sets of gear I'm kind of working through as I'm going, but maybe 2 up until 50, because again, Disciple of War versus Disciple of Magic, but we'll see. I'm at least gonna unlock Pictomancer, because it looks like people seem to do some pretty good damage on it, and I want to mess around with that and see what it's all about. But here is Makoto to turn in the quest to end it all. We've succeeded in quelling a major threat to the nation, and it was in no small part due to you, Mercy. You have my eternal gratitude. While not all insurgents are accounted for, without a leader to unite them, they will eventually scatter to the winds. As for me, my appointment as captain of the Seki Sugumi has since been made official. 'Tis a heavy burden, but I swear to bear it with honor and live up to Captain Kongo's faith in me. Meanwhile, the revelation of Kogarashi's true identity has been doing its rounds of our order. 'Twould seem that nigh all of our younger members idolized him, and joined out of the desire to make a difference. In embarking upon his quest, I believe that Master Musosai, in part, wished to sow the seeds of a new generation. Ugetsu sought the quick path to change, and cared not that it was fraught with strife and suffering. He saw Hingashi as a dilapidated house fit only to be torn down. But Master Musosai sought to restore this house, brought board by board, nail by nail, one injustice at a time, even should it take several lifetimes. To ensure that his legacy lives on, I will embark upon my own quest of change here in Kugane, and I pray that you will do the same no matter where your road takes you. She gives a bow, hands on thighs, 216,000 experience points, 2,700 gil, a Myochin attire coffer, item level 290, and we get Hisatsu Guren. Delivers a 2-minute cooldown, costs 25 Kenki, so the same as, hold on. I have the regular. I say by facing your own brother in Mortal Kombat, but I didn't. It was my brother. As always, you see this level 80. Yeah. So yeah, same cost as these guys. I might put it. Ooh, I don't know. But yeah, 2-minute cooldown, 400 potency, straight line, so everything. There's no like reduction for enemies hit beyond the first one. So this might actually be a reason if I want to use this on cooldown every 2 minutes. And it might be a reason to finally use Hagakure to change some of these, what are they called? I don't remember what they're called, but like Setsu, Ka, and Getsu, to change those into, what's it called again? Kenki. So many words. Anyway, that's it. Makoto and I, thank you for watching. Oh, and obviously the little turtle, Guido. We thank you for watching. We hope you have enjoyed the samurai quest lines, storylines. They're kind of all the same line if you kind of think of it, because it's all Musosai. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you soon for whatever of mine you watch next, but for now, bye bye. Thank you.